With this leak season being as crazy as it has been so far, we have a ton of info on the Pokemon that will be available to us in the game. And with that being said, we're going to cover everything that we know about the Pokedex so far. Hi guys, my name is June, and like I mentioned, in this video, we're going to go over all the Pokemon that have been officially shown to us, and that we know based on leaks and riddles. So this is your warning, there will be spoilers ahead. With that out of the way, let's get started. So first and foremost, I want to thank the creators of this awesome website, Macchio and J Roses. They put together all of the info that we know so far about every Pokemon that's going to be available in the Gen 9 Pokedex into this simple and easy to use website. As you guys can see, we have the full Gen Pokedex. That is what we're going to be taking a look at in a little bit. They have one for returning Pokemon, which we could probably cover in another video because I feel like this one might take a little bit. And then we have maps and characters, which I don't think is complete yet, so we'll have to revisit this another time as well. If you guys want that, let me know in the comments below. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start with the Pokédex. So in this Pokédex, this just covers like basically the Pokemon that are going to be introduced in Scarlet and Violet, right? So it's going to be all the new Pokemon. In total, we have 100 new Pokemon, which includes 80 new Pokemon, plus 4 are fakes, 5 cross-gen evolutions, 14 paradox forms, so 7 ancient and 7 future, and apparently 2 for DLC, and 4 regional forms. Like I said, the guys did a good, great, awesome work with this website. They have everything, you can filter everything. You can also filter by type, you can filter by, you can just look at the forums, you can look at everything officially, stuff that have been officially released, regional, you have it. All right, and then let's just get started right with the Pokedex. So of course we have Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly and their evolutions. From the leaks, we know that Sprigatito is going to be a Grass and Dark, Fuecoco, Fire and Ghost, and Quaxly is going to be a Water Fighting. Me, I am still really torn on which one to choose. I'm like torn between Sprigatito and Quaxly, to be honest, but Fuecoco has been growing on me for a while, so I'm not sure. I need to see the official third evolution for them to choose, but right now I'm leaning more towards Sprigatito. Oh, by the way, these are just fan arts. All right, don't get excited. This is just fan art concepts that people have done of the starters and of other Pokemon that we'll be looking at later on. So yeah, just so you guys know, don't get excited. We still don't know what really anything looks like so far, which is crazy because we're in September and the game releases in November, so we're like 2 months away and we still don't really know that much officially. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Next up we have Lechonk and its evolution based on gender. Pawmi, the Pika clone for this gen. We haven't had a Pikachu clone get like an evolution, I think, ever, actually. I think Pikachu was the only one that evolved and had a pre-evo, because then we got Minun, Plusle, yeah, Pachirisu, so yeah. None of them has had an evolution, so for Pawmi to get one is it's cool. I don't know. We'll see. Apparently Pawmi gets a really broken move that like revives one Pokemon. So this is going to be really good in both. Well, I'm assuming in both VGC doubles and Smogon singles. I'm more of a singles player, so I feel like it's gonna be really broken, and like just to be able to like bring back a Pokemon, like yeah, sure, we have like Healing Wish, I think that brings back fainted Pokemon, but like you die in the process. I don't think we know if Pawmi dies, or sorry, faints in the process of using this move, so that will just have to be seen in the future, but pretty interesting. Next up we have Smoliv, followed by the puppies of this region. So of course we saw Fido, which has an evolution, and along with Fido we have a Ghost Dog and a Dark Dog. Next up we have a one-stage spider Pokemon, followed by a Beetle, and then the common rider bug, which is what I'm looking forward to the most. Well, not the most, but just like out of the bugs, I guess. Because based on the leaks, the design of this Pokemon is going to be really cool. also, it's our first ever bug and dark type. So really high hopes for this Pokemon. Speaking of high hopes, we have a water and electric seagull Pokemon. When I think of water, sorry, not water. I don't know why I keep wanting to say water. When I think of a flying and electric type, the first Pokemon that comes to my mind is Zapdos. Zapdos, as you may or may not know, really good in both VGC doubles and Smogon singles, both for its defense and its offense sets. So I'm just really looking forward to this new Seagull Pokemon, have another flying electric type, see what it can bring to the table. Moving on, we have more birds. We have a parakeet, flamingo, and an ostrich. Next, we got Titan and its pre-evolution. The dolphin, finally, we have a dolphin Pokemon. I know we have Kyogre, which is technically an orca, which is also technically a dolphin, but like, come on. This is going to be apparently our first actual dolphin. I think it evolves, but I think it has different forms based on something. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how this Pokemon works, but looking forward to finally having a dolphin Pokemon. Next up, we have an electric, maybe psychic frog, followed by a hackfish, not really sure how to pronounce that, single stage. Another Pokemon that I'm looking forward to a lot is the pink hammer Pokemon. Fairy and steel type, really amazing typing. I mean, just take a look at Mawile, Mega Mawile specifically, and Magearna. These two Pokemon, absolutely insane. Really sad that we don't get Megas in this game. Come on, Game Freak, just give us Megas again. Everybody loves Megas, just bring them back and we'll be happy. Maybe throw us a couple new ones, it'll be great. Anyway, looking forward to this Pokemon to have another good fairy and steel type, because I don't believe Magearna is coming back to this game. So I think the only ones that we'll have will be this Pokemon and maybe Klefki. I'm not actually sure if Klefki has been shown to us either, but anyway, looking forward to this Pokemon. From what I've heard, it's going to be pretty cool. So moving on, we have the coin Pokemon. The Pepper Pokemon, finally a grass and fire type. Another fire type. I don't remember how this one starts, but apparently has a split evolution where in one game it turns into a warrior, and in the other game it turns into a blade. Interesting to see how this is going to work out. Moving on, we have the Crystal Flower Pokemon that we saw in, I believe it was Kaka that leaked this image. We can see it using the Terrastal for poison. Moving on, we have a salt Pokemon that apparently is just pure rock. That is bad. Anyways, we have a salt Pokemon, the engine Pokemon that was shown to us in not the last trailer, because the last trailer was Grafai, but when we saw this car, which I did not see a lot of people point this out during their initial reactions, but when I first saw this in the trailer, I noticed that there was nobody driving this car, and this car was moving on its own. And I remember from before the video had been released, one of the leakers said that we were going to have an engine Pokemon. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, okay, here's our engine Pokemon. I just did not think, obviously it wasn't going to be the whole car, but nobody pointed that out until later, which I thought was interesting. Anyway, moving on, we have a Tumbleweed, which is going to be a grass and a ghost Pokemon. We've been getting these a lot, but it's still all right. As of this recording, we just got revealed Grafai yesterday. Really looking forward to this Pokemon too. He is adorable. I love his design so much. I am just super, super disappointed that apparently Grafai is the last stage in this evolutionary line. It has a pre-evolution, but I was hoping it would be the other way around. I was hoping Grafai would evolve, but apparently it doesn't. So, yeah, I still really like the design, but we'll have to wait and see for its pre-evo, and also just to see its stats to see how good this Pokemon will be. Moving on, we have a mouse line that apparently is going to have the parental bond ability. We have the kind of boss Pokemon. We still don't really know how these are going to work either in the game, but apparently there's going to be a boss rock crab, a steel earthworm, and a flying large bird. the Sushi Fish, which is going to be Dragon and Water, and then the Sushi Master. Now we're going to get into the R fakes. These, I'm really interested to see like the story, the lore behind these Pokemon too, because, you know, why not just make them regional forms? Like, I understand that they're not Diglett, right? They're not Diglett and Tentacool. They're Pokemon that look like Diglett and Tentacool, but why not just make them, you know, you guys, Game Freak has been making regional forms. Why not keep up with that trend and just make these regional forms? So yeah, just interested to see the lore behind these. Next up, we got the pseudo of the region, which is going to be a Dragon and Ice type. This type being, I'm pretty sure it's only shared by Kyurem and its forms. So as we know, Kyurem is busted. So having another Dragon and Ice type is so good. If it's going to be physical, if it's going to be special, I think it doesn't matter. I think it can work both ways, depending on its move pool. But I have really high hopes for this Pokemon. Moving on to the regional evolutions, we have Mankey that gets a regional evolution, Fighting and Ghost. Pawniard gets an evolution, or I guess, hold on, sorry. Bisharp gets an evolution. Dunsparce, why'd they do this to you, Dunsparce? We've literally been begging Game Freak to like do something with Dunsparce for years. We finally get it. He finally gets an evolution. But my man, he just stays normal. They did him so dirty. Like, why? Why is he just normal? God. Moving on. Girafarig gets an evolution. Oh yeah, and that's the last regional evolution that we have. I thought we had, oh, I guess they're including Wooper in this regional evolution things. But anyways, moving on to the regional forms. Wooper, I love Wooper. Wooper, like regular Wooper is one of my favorite Pokemon. So now that he has a regional form, I love this too. Poison and Ground with Water Absorb, so good. Hopefully when it evolves, it keeps Water Absorb. And I just think, I don't know, I feel like this Pokemon can be a menace. So I'm looking forward to Wooper and its evolution. We have 3 Tauros forms, a Fighting and maybe Fire, we're not sure yet, and Fighting and Water. Moving on to the Ancient form Pokemon, we have an Ancient Amoonguss, Jigglypuff, Misdreavus, Volcarona, Salamence, Donphan, Magneton, which we know nothing about, and Suicune that is apparently for DLC. Now, I don't know if it's just Suicune or if we're also getting Entei and Raikou. It's kind of weird that it's just Suicune, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Going back really quick to Salamence. Salamence, I don't know why people haven't been, or at least from what I've seen and from what I've heard, people aren't making this connection with Ancient Salamence, right? So in Bagon, or in one of the Bagon lines dex entries, it said that, like, you know, throughout multiple times of, like, you know, Bagon, he wants to fly, right? He's been jumping off cliffs to be able to fly. And then eventually, after years and years and years, he got wings and he could fly, right? I haven't heard anybody talk about the fact that the Ancient Salamence is not going to be flying type, you know, because of this reason, which I think it's obvious, you know? And also, I feel like it's going to be a Dragon and Rock type. I feel like, you know, just because, like, the fact that Bagon was, like, jumping off the cliff so many times, I think it's like it breaks boulders, or like its head turned like rock hard or something like that. So I feel like it's going to be a Dragon and Rock type. Maybe Steel would be cool too, but I feel like most likely Dragon and Rock type. Moving on to the future forms, we have Delibird, Gallade, looking forward to this Pokemon as well, Hariyama, Volcarona, Tyranitar, Donphan again, Hydreigon, and Virizion. Same thing with Suicune DLC. Interesting to see that it's not including Cobalion and Terrakion, but again, we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on, we have like the legendary quartet for this region. So the last time that we had this with the Tapus, Also with, I guess we just got introduced to Enamoris, so that completes the kind of like the Genie quartet as well. This quartet, they're gonna share the dark type. Apparently they're gonna have a really busted ability, so looking forward to that. And then lastly, for the Pokedex, we have Koraidon, Miraidon, and Cyclosar. So like I said, we don't really know how the ancient and past forms work for this, but just looking at Cyclosar, it's kind of obvious that it's related in some way to Koraidon and Miraidon, right? Now, does this mean that Cyclosar in the past was Miraidon and eventually it'll like evolve, or not evolve, but like it'll turn into Miraidon in the future? We don't know if that's exactly how this whole ancient and future forms work, but I think it's safe to say that Cyclosar is related to them in some way. And yeah, guys, with that being said, that is all the new Pokemon that will be released in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Let me guys know what you guys think out of these Pokemon. Are there any Pokemon that you guys are looking forward to add to your team? I think I made it really clear on what I'm looking forward to the most. I really want to see this Fairy and Steel type. I think it'll be awesome. Where to go? The Dragon and Ice type, really cool too, hopefully. And of course, my boy, Paladin Wooper, looking forward to this guy so much. These are like the main three that I'm looking at so far. Of course, like my starter too, but I'll have to wait and decide for that one. So yeah, guys, let me know which Pokemon are you guys looking forward to most out of this list of Pokemon that we just went over? Are there any that you're specifically looking at to add onto your team? Let me know. And with that being said, guys, this is the end of the video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want me to go over the other sections that they have on here with the returning Pokemon from all the other gens, let me know if you guys want me to cover that as well. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.